Good morning, students. Today we will talk about convent school. How many of you heard about the convent name? Yes, I'll tell you. Convent is a place where orphan students live, study, and do the all household things. The teachers there are called sisters, brothers, nuns are also there. How many of you knew about the nun? Nuns are the teachers, basically. You can say mothers who are the who are pampering those children who are living in that convent. They are studying there, they are living there, and nuns are there, basically kind of caretaker. They are kind of mother. They are not marrying to anyone. They are just give their whole life in those children's caretaking. So today, students, we will talk about a story, uh, Princess Quan Yin. It's an interesting story. Just listen it very carefully. It's a real story. I'll tell you. Kind of folk tale it is. It's a Chinese folk tale, and which comes through generation and generation. This story is about a princess who lives behind a life of great comfort, uh, and to help the needy. Due to her goddess of heart and kindness, she goes on to worshipping a Chinese goddess of mercy. Okay, so students, let's start this story. Once upon a time, in China, there is a king and who has three daughters. His youngest daughter is named Quan Yin. She was very beautiful. Fairest means she was very beautiful in all of them. So the king have decided to that he will give his all his kingdom or his position to her daughter, and his husband will rule this his kingdom. But Queen Yan was not happy with that because she was very intelligent. She is always reading the book. She has so much knowledge. Anytime he is free, he is just reading the books. Like, he has so much knowledge about everything, and despite that, she was very much kind. That's why some people are calling him fairy. Some people believes that he was a fairy. So one day, the king called her daughter to his bedroom. The daughter came. King said, "Oh, my daughter," took her hand to his hand and said, "Oh, my daughter, please, I have decided something for you. You have you are very much intelligent, so you have to take my whole position and marry to a man. I have decided, and he will rule the kingdom." Sorry. So Quen Yuan was very much disappointed with his decision. He said, "Oh, my father, I'm very much sorry for that, but I'm not happy with your decision and I'm not agreed with you." She said, uh, "Father, I have to go to convent. I am not. I don't like all these things. I don't want your position. I just want to go to convent and help those orphans and want to further studies." Then king says, "Oh, my daughter, I am very much sorry for that. I don't want to disappoint you, but this can't be possible. I have decided, I have searched a prince for you, so that you can marry her and he'll rule to the kingdom, and you have to take my position. So the nun says, the Queen Yan says, no, father, I can't do that. Please let me study more. Father strictly said, no, I told you, na, I have already given you so much time. Queen Van was very much disappointed, very much sad for that, for his from his decision. So she said nothing and go to her room. Father said, after 1 month, you have to marry with this man and go to your room. She go to her room when she was very sad. But on her wedding day, she slipped out of the castle, means his palace, the king's palace. She slipped out from the king's palace in a simple plain dress and ran to the convent. She knocked the door. The nuns came out. She was Quan Yin was in tears. She said, please, please, let me in. Please, nuns, please, I want to come in. Please let me in. The nuns says, no, we will not let you in. But after some time, she was very much crying. She had tears in her eyes. So nun said, okay, come inside. Queen Wen Yen was very much happy with that. Despite of the bad behavior of the nun, she was always very uh, kind with everyone. One day, she was collecting the wood from the jungle in the jungle. Suddenly, she heard the rustle of the mm, leaves, grass. Then she saw there is a big tiger. He was coming towards her. She was worshipping very silently. Then, after that, the tiger came to the Queen Yan and started rubbing her. She saw that and she was very happy, and she put her hand to his head and pat him like this. The next day, when she came for collecting the food, she saw all the animals. Very much animals were there. Many more animals were there, and they were collecting wood for her. She was very just because they all animals knew her kind behavior. Days goes on. One day the nuns heard the sound, then noise outside. There was a king army who come to lit the convent to the fire. They were very surprised. They were very scared that now what will we do? Then the nun told her the Queen Yan told the whole story to the nun, and she started praying to the god. Suddenly, the rain starts and the fire become and the flames went out. The convent nurse were all saved. So two soldiers came inside and said, Queen Yan, you have to come with us. You don't only disobeyed your father's decision, but also our king's decision. So you have to come with us. Queen Yan came with them and asked his father what happens. Then his father said, you have to choose one thing. Either you marry to that person or you have to die. Queen Yan said, Father, I have decided to devote my life to help the people, the needy people. So, make me die. Let me die. Put me on death. The day came. She goes inside the underworld, reach the dark underworld. When mm, when her coffin was going under the earth, there are flowers blossoming there and blooming there, and there's a place a lit of bright light there. After seeing this, the underworld king came out and said, "Oh, oh, Queen Yan, this place is not for your soul. Please go to the heaven." Suddenly, the Queen Yan's soul go to the heaven, and it rose above and become the goddess of mercy. Thousands of people pray to her gentle image for mercy even today. So, students, I know this was not very much interesting story, but it's a real story. Think about it very closely, and uh, and tell me more about convent and the nuns tomorrow. This will be the homework. Okay. Okay. Let's read the difficult words, students. Fairest, as I told you earlier, fairest means the most beautiful. Here, here means a person who takes over the position from someone's after his or her death. Means when the king become dead, his position will be taken by her daughter, right? So that is meaning of here. Well read. As I told you, the Queen Anne was well read means she was having a lot of knowledge. Simplicity. The king loves his simplicity, na? Her simplicity. Queen Anne's simplicity. Simplicity means the quality of being simple, as she was very much simple, intelligent. That's why he chosen her. Convent. Convent, I told you, convent is a building where priests or nuns lived, and also orphan students to teach the orphan students or to take care of them. Okay. Castle is palace. Nun, member of religious committee of women. I told you, nuns are the women who are come from the religious community and they never married. They just help to the needy and orphan children. Rustle. Rustle means sound made by the dry leaves. When leaves came together and rubbed together, there must be a sound that is called rustle sound. Insulted means upset. Underworld means a place of dead. Means where the coffin goes in that in a dig. Means that is under the earth. That is said to be under the earth. Mercy means pity. Okay, friend, students. So do your homework, and I'll ask you tomorrow about the convent and the nun, and also make a picture of nun. Okay, try to make it. Bye.